I really have to record this as just for my personal reminder, or maybe it's useful for any one of you who create the web app using Laravel 9 like myself. The problem about SendMail that I have faced today, by the way, is the problem is about 2 or 3 days already that make me really headache about this. I am going to show you the problem right now. So I open up my terminal. Let's say that is inside of my web dev and the folder called R9 because it's Laravel number 9. So let's see this. I have my project in here. Let's open up a multiple screen. So I using the Tmux. You don't have to worry about this. Let's suppose that I am now open a multiple window of command prompts. Alright, so Tmux is going to do that kind of thing, but it can be done in one screen. The command that we're going to run is to run the server. So php artisan serve. So now the server is run, and let's visit our project, which is on the local host or with this address. So let's open up this and I'll move it to another window. So actually it need to be 8000 behind too. Colon 8000. This is our address. Alright, so I'm going to go to the register page. Then I inspect for the tab and then go to the network tab here, and let's refresh again. So my web app is connected to phpMyAdmin to the database. The database name laravel9, and we only focus on the users table. Let's remove this one first, the test one. So let's suppose that I have 3 users right now and I want to register another user. So let's see what the error that happened right here. And we need to test the SendMail. And now when I click on register, you see that I got an error message. But I just want to mention that this one is nothing with our controller. Nothing with our controller. That is because the .env file. If you have this error message. So let's see. Message expected response code and backslash 250, but got code backslash 501 with message 501 bad sender address syntax. So if you have this problem, it's just because you do this on this. But if you move this to your Apache doc, you don't have this problem. I'll show you by now. But first of all, I want to show you the .env file first. This is my .env file that I use on this project. And I have tested this a couple times. It's working. So let's see. This is my .env file. I have the test email that I create on my share hosting. That let's say share hosting that I have paid per year, and it's a very cheap one, by the way, just cheap one. All right, I just want you to remember this, okay? And we're going to do the same configs on the HTTP server or on the Apache server. Let's suppose that I have upload this to my share hosting, and I want to tell you that this one is also work as well. Now let's open up another terminal, and then what I'm going to do, you see, this is all my web project. We're going to create another one in here. So the command for that is sudo mkdir, and I am going to create the folder called r9.com onto this. So if you do ls again, you're going to see that r9.com is right here. So our folder is already created. Now let's set the permission to 777. Okay, they're working now. So it's right here. Read, write, and execute. By the way, this one is just on my machine, so I want everything's working perfectly. But I'll set the folder permission to 775 or 755 when it's uploaded. So just keep this in mind. Now let's copy the project into this folder. I'm going to open up the file browser, and then it's inside of srv http r9.com. Copy from my web dev r9. Make sure that you see every file in here, and then copy everything from here into r9.com. That this part. By the way, I use Arch Linux, so if you use another like Ubuntu, maybe a little bit different. Or if you use Windows, maybe it's not working for you. I don't know, just find your solution. But Arch Linux, this is the way. Arch Linux and Manjaro is working very well. Maybe it's nothing concerned to the operating system, just script. Alright, now I copy everything into this folder called r9.com, which is on this part. And right now, if we visit this, it's not going to work. You have to edit this to config file. So go back to your terminal and then type this command. Sudo vim is on this part, is /etc/conf/httpd-vhost.conf. You have to edit this file. Now the last line that I have is C, is this line. So let's copy all of this. By the way, you can use nano of I use Vim here because it's a lot more easier for me. So just let's suppose that you edit here, and then I'm going to change everything here to r9.com. Let's do search for c.css, and then we'll replace this with r9.com. So everything is now replaced to r9.com. And then you save this file and quit. And another file you have to edit is called host. It live in /etc/host. And make sure you have r9.com right here on your list. Save and quit. Okay, and then the command that you're going to run is sudo systemctl restart httpd is a service. And then I want to see the status as well. Now everything's worked well. Let's go to visit this page again, but right now instead of 1 to 7 right here, I'm going to open up another tab, and then I type in http://r9.com because it's on our machine. So it's working right now, but it's a Laravel log error. So what you're going to do, back to your terminal again, and then you type this command sudo chmod 777-r, and with the pass here. Now let's go back and refresh. You'll see it's working now. Let's go to register page, and then open up the inspect. Let's make sure that you have tab network open. Okay. Now I don't have the username and the email. We have 3 records right here. Let's add another one. I'm going to register test and my email and the password, and has been taken. Test had been taken. Okay. That's interesting. Let's see. Oh, I still have test username in here, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Let's delete that. Okay. Let's try again. Alright, now we have success message. And it's called message sent. Let's open up the email. Let's see if I have an email. Okay, I don't have email here. That because my chief hosting, my chief share host is not working. This is not cool with this hosting. Okay, let's try another one. Let's go with Yahoo. Test2 yahoo.com 1 2 3 4 is a send. Okay, email send. Let's open up Yahoo. So when I open up my email, you'll see that I have an email right here, no reply. And I have my email. There's test2, you have registered with laravel9.com. So from now on, if I click here to activate my account, it should be working. And you know that we can send an email from our script now. So the thing that make me headache for a couple days now is fixes, and it's working perfectly now. And if I open up my configs file, you maybe wonder, how do I config that? In mail here, this is where you're going to edit this 2 line. If you don't have this 2 line, it's not going to work as well. It's going to show another error. And your .env file, make sure you do something like this. So your share host mostly will be the mail port will be on 25, but you have to ask this from your administrator. Then it's going to be work. But most of the share hosting that I have been used, this configs is working. So mail dot and then followed by your share hosting, your website on that share hosting, just your website. So mail host is supposed to be mail dot and your website.com. The mail port will be 25. Then your username, email, mail encryption, you don't need that. Mail from address, actually you don't need it as well because it will use the defaults. It doesn't have any problem with this. But to be on the safe side, let's make sure that you enter the same with mail username and mail from address will be the same one. Just in case, I don't know. But I have tested this for many times. It's nothing different. Another problem that I found with laravel9 send mail is, let's say this, I connect to the internet using the Wi-Fi from the workplace and I got this problem. You see that we have sent this and it sent successfully. Laravel9 can send email successfully from the local host on our projects already with the connection before. But now when I'm using the Wi-Fi from my work, it's not going to be sent. I'll show you now. Let's do register new register again. So I have to delete this first. So let's suppose now we have 3 users in the database. Let's do register another user. I'm going to name him test3 and then the same email address. This one not working. This share host, the share host that I'm using now is not working with Gmail because I believe it's the server thing. They have a problem with Google, with Gmail. Gmail block their server, I believe. Or I don't know. Let's put the password. So let's do register and see what the error we got. It's not show anything right here, but here will throw error soon enough. Now just say pending, and a minute or two it will throw error. Now the error coming in, and let's see what the message is. Will be different message from earlier. The message will say connection could not be established with host and blah 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 here on the port 25. So doesn't matter how or what you do with these two configs, it's not going to be work unless you change your Wi-Fi connection here. You change to something else. Let's say in my case, I will change it to my mobile connection, which is called live server right here. And now let's test the same thing again. But first I have to delete the accounts here first. So we delete that. And then let's do register again. Test 4. And then send email to my email with the password 1234. And you see that it's going to be working here. You see, it's working. It's success. You register it. And now if I check my email on Yahoo, now you see that no reply at r9.com has sent me an email. And from now on, I can do continue coding with this project. Well, just to let you know the 2 errors that I'm facing on laravel9 on how to send email from the local host with laravel9. And that how do I solve the problem with this way. Alright, so my couple days of problem have been solved now. So if anyone got the same problem like me, you maybe can use this for your solution. I can't remember the URL that I found this solution. But by the way, if you use this on 127.1.1 on the 8000 port, is not going to be working with this unless you put this into your local Apache environment. Then it's going to be work by this configs. Today, thanks for watching. I'll see you again later. Goodbye.